Hi my darlings, I'm Sophie Darling and welcome back to the channel. Today we are reacting to episode 18 of Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. Last episode we saw Barry coming to the rescue of Maria. Maria dying because I'm still in the delusional state that Maria's not actually dead. Roy is masterminding something. Everyone's going on leave, which is very suspicious. Roy was not acting his usual self. It very much sounded like his phone call was coded for whoever was on the other side to kind of understand what was going on. I think Roy is gathering everyone to either find out something that is elsewhere or is trying to go on the counterattack but needs to speak with everyone somewhere that they cannot be overheard because he knows that it's not safe to trust people in Central anymore, that he can't allow them to overhear what he's planning. Hence why everyone's on leave. But it's not like Roy. It's not like him. It's very out of character. Even with Hughes being his best friend, it still feels so out of pocket. It just doesn't feel like something he would actually do. Even if driven by this need for revenge, he's very logical. He likes facts to be given to him. He would want a thorough investigation done into Maria before just presuming she actually killed Hughes. And I think even he's like, she would never dare. She wouldn't. And the body being burned beyond recognition to the point that even the doctor that was doing the autopsy was like, are you satisfied? You've turned this beautiful girl into essential, I think he said charcoal. It was either charcoal or ash, meaning she's unrecognizable. The only way they could tell it was her because of dental records. Something's going on. There's a bigger mystery happening here. Parts are moving. Roy's in play. He knows that the central command cannot be trusted. He doesn't know who he can trust. He knows that Armstrong is loyal, the Elric brothers are loyal, and so are the people that he brought with him to Central. And he brought them to Central because he knew that those were the only people he could trust. Apart from the fact one of his guys is dating Lust, which isn't great. Whether he knows or not, probably not. I don't think he knows that he's dating Lust. But it would be kind of funny if he knows all along and he's just kind of stringing her along, making her think that she's all smart and she's got him all figured out and wrapped around her little finger. And he's like, haha, I knew all along. And I've been watching you and you've been watching me, but I've been using this time to decipher everything that's been going on. And I also don't want anything bad to happen to Barry because now we have Barry 2.0. So I'm not happy about Barry 2.0 because I feel like Barry 2.0 is going to hurt Barry, original Barry. So hopefully nothing bad happens to Barry. Without further ado, we're going to get into episode 18. And we're going to try and figure out what the hell is going on. It's really getting deep. The mystery is building. Oh my god, May! She's not going to recognize Ed because she thinks he's this big, tall gentleman.
お主を連れてリゼンブールで合流せよ。よう、大将。ブルだ、少尉。
So May wouldn't even know that's Ed, even though that's who she's looking for and she wants to find because she thinks it's this big, tall, handsome figure, not this small fry.
わからないことだらけだ。
だから説明に来たんだ。
What? What do you know?
window ほら、一応犯罪者だしね。あ、エドワードのことなら心配いらないよ。
What do you know? Oh yeah, because he was hanging out with Barry in the flat. So he knows more than Al and Wimry.
とっくについてるよ。ほら、クセルクセ追跡だ。
Oh, that's where Ling was going or had gone to before venturing further out. So what's in Xerxes?
クセルクセスか。東の賢者の話で読んだっけ。ああ、俺たちの国に錬金術を伝えた術師のおとぎ話だよ。一夜にして滅んだクセルクセス王国の生き残りが建国から間もなかった頃のアメストリスに流れ着いて錬金術を広めたって伝説。
我が国には 西から流れ着いたという伝説が。
Oh, okay.
彼が伝えた技術と真の技術が合わさり、今の練炭術となったらしい。
Interesting.
方面に発達したっていうあれか。
One came from the west to the east, and the other came from the east to the west.
西の賢者と。
What if there were two?
その賢者の出身がここだったと？
そう伝えられてい
Or
る。
maybe it was the same person. He just lied and concealed his
セルク
identity.
ス追跡を見ておきたかったから。
しかしこんだけの技術を持ちながら一夜で滅ぶなんてことがあるのかね。
ただ
The
の伝
sins.
説かもしれん
What
が
if the
な。
sins were behind destroying the society in Xerxes? The door, when he had the flashbacks, there was the door, and wasn't that the symbol on the door? Before he had like that big truth montage. I can't think of the right words, but I think so. I think we've seen that symbol.
私がいた東部、あそこはいいぞ。都会の喧騒もないし、何より美人が多い。
Maria! See? The Lulu is the Lulu! I knew it! I knew it!
どこでバレるかわかんねえからよ。
Exactly!
出したんだ。
じゃあ
See?
大佐はロッショイが無実だと分かってて。
Of course he does! I fucking knew it! I'm so happy.
大勢の前で連行したり、軍にとって不名誉である同僚殺しをデカデカと新聞に載せたり。
It's all very sus. I bet Barry told him.
大佐、ヒューズ准将殺害の件ですが。
バリー、
イオン・マスタングさん、新聞見たかい？面白い話があんだけどよ。
いやー、バーニー、使用電話はいけないな。それからかけ直すから、ちょっと待っていたまえ。
They can't talk about it in Central. It's too dangerous. It's too risky.
ああ、少尉の使った弾って。
It's why Hughes was outside in the phone
今
box.
でも撃たれた穴が右手に残ってるぜ。
Good man,
仕掛けて
Barry.
みたか。バリー、久々に暴れてみたくはないか。
I called it! I knew it! I'm so happy! I knew he wasn't doing this on his own. Because he said I'm not allowed to chop anyone, and he was really sad about it.
豚の骨と肉、炭素、アンモニア。何ですか？
Shopping list.
焼死体を一つでっち上げる。
人体です。
バカ言うな。あくまで焼死体のようなものだ。鑑定などできないくらい消し済みにする。
I'm so smart!
処方されたらどうするんですか？
手は打った。
I've also watched a lot of murder documentaries, to be fair. Obviously, it's Roy Mustang.
専門ではないが、それなりに知識は持っている。焼死体を作るのは得意だ。
Look at him go. Insane.
ダミーだ。君は今夜ここで死ぬ。ぼさっとするな。
Ooh, could the doctor have been in on it? And that's why the doctor was like, oh yeah, the dental records. Because I thought maybe they'd taken a tooth, but it must be that maybe the doctor was in on it and has like signed off that it's Maria.
わしが若より受けた命令は、この女を東へ運ぶこと。
ここで合流する約束をして、ロッショイを逃がしたってわ
Oh, I love that Barry is like, yes, I will only rescue you so that you
大
save
佐のように
Maria.
一杯食わされたってことだろ。
They really
け。口で
did.
説明するより、ロッショイと合わせた方が納得しやすいだろ。
It'd be too suspicious if you actually knew.
頭に血が上ったやつにうろうろされては作戦の邪魔になるとも言ってたっけ。
Oh, he's gonna be so mad.
軍に救っている黒幕を釣り上げてやろうと思いましてね。
Envy.
釣り上げる。
もしかしてエドが連れて行かれたのってただの厄介払い？
そうだね。俺はバリーってやつの体の秘密を教えてもらう代わりに手を貸したってわけ。
そうだ。あのアルフォンスってやつも似たような
Oh, so he's like, go speak to Alphonse.
ってことで
I
君
love
から聞くことに
Barry.
したよ。
ヒューズ準将、本当に死んじまったんだな。
Yeah.
これからどうするつもりだ？
Avenge him. You have to.
自分たちが納得する方法で前へ進
Find
み
out
な
who
さい
it was and why they did it. Get your
研究を
bodies
犯した
back.
俺たちに協力してくれる人がいる。元の体に戻ろうと約束した弟がいる。そして後戻りはできない。だったら前に進むしかないじゃないか。誰一人失わない方法で、もし誰かが犠牲になりそうになったら俺が守る。
But what if that means having to kill someone? I think maybe he has to accept that that's gonna have to happen. I think he's gonna be forced to kill someone to protect the people he cares about, and that's going to be a change in his demeanor. From the beginning of, I'm never going to kill anyone, to him having to do it in order to ensure no one else he cares about dies.
両親にだけでも知らせておくか。
No, because they might reveal it.
いえ、万が一私が生きていることが両親の口から漏れれば取り返しのつかないことになります。
She can clear it up with them when her name is cleared. It's just too risky.
大佐にお伝えください。救ってくださったことに感謝しますと。そして有事の際には呼び戻してください。その時は命を懸けて働かせていただきますと。
Oh, what an icon.
元気でね、エドワード君。
ビンタの借り返せなかった。
また今度ね。
She's alive. You didn't lose someone else. Ah,
また今度。
ごめんなさい、ロイさん。ケイト、お客さんが来たわ。ジャクリーンを呼んでくれる？
ジャクリーン。
客が来ましたよ。
了解。
oh, Barry 2.0. Barry said not to kill
タバ
him.
コの匂い。タバクソイ。お前な、何のために復命してると思ってんだ。
Barry's arm. Oh God.
心配すんな。俺たちには鷹の目がついている。
大きな音がしたがどうした？
大丈夫よ。お客さんがジャクリーンにいたずらしたから。
What an icon.
おい、嘘だろ。
Me.
これは俺の体だ。
何？どういうことだ？
奴らが俺の体に実験動物か何かの魂放り込みやがった。魂ひっぺがされて以来の個体。
That's insane. Poor Barry. I still prefer Barry in this suit rather than the human version.
研究所にあったのと似てるけど。あーくそ、上の方かけててわかんねえや。
Whoa.
少年よ、国軍から我らの聖地を取り戻すため人質になってはくれんか。
He's obviously not going to agree to that.
動くわけねえだろ。
やめんか見苦しい。
シャン様。
バカ者が石原の名を恥ずかしめる気か。
なんで助けた？
This
あん
is
たらはアメストリス人を憎んでるはずだろ。
すべてのアメストリス人が悪でないことを知っておるからじゃ。
シャン様も僕も内乱で大怪我をした時に、僕が生きているのもあのお医者さん夫婦のおかげなんだ。
Winry's parents.
まさかロックベルって名前じゃ。
Oh,
君、ロックベル先生の知り合いなの？
you're a friend? Does that mean Winry's?
先生は僕たちイシュバールの民を何
You
人も救
are.
ってくれたんだ。
That's present tense. That's not past tense. Does that mean one of Winry's parents are alive?
戦いがひどくなる中、我らと共にいてくれた。
Oh no. Oh
助け
no.
た患者にイシュバールの者に殺された。すま
Oh,
ない。
they were using present tense.
わしらはあれを止められなかった。
Scar?
右腕に入れ墨のあるイシュバールの武装だ。
Scar? Oh, it's just they were using present tense for the moment that I was like, oh, what if one of Winry's parents
ロ
survived?
ックベル夫妻の墓前に報告をしておいておくれ。感謝と謝罪を。
They showed a lot of respect and admiration for them. They didn't judge them for who they were. They judged them based on their actions.
魂がざわつくんだよ。切っちまいてってな。
ダメだ。だいたい元の体に戻りたいって思うのが普通
Why?
じゃない
When he
のか
has this cool metal
あの
body.
体もう持たねえ。
Yeah.
じゃあもう我慢できねえ。切るぜ。俺の
Barry, be
体をどうしようが
careful.
俺の勝手だ。
He's very strong.
いけない。電話はまたにするわ。こっちも
Uh-oh.
客が来てしまった。
Uh-oh! Gluttony! I was wondering where Gluttony had got to. It's been a while. Oh my god. He's a scary boy. Oh! I was wondering where he'd got to. It's been a while. Fuck. It's nice to get a bit more context as to what happened to Winry's parents, that they weren't killed because of their participation, but more so someone lashed out. And it didn't look like Scar was in his right mind while he did it. So it will be interesting to kind of learn more. It does look like Scar, and also the reference to the tattoo is very obviously Scar. So it's nice that we kind of know more, that they were proud of what they could do to help those that were suffering in the war. They saved Ishvalans, even though they were supposed to exterminate them, because they didn't judge them for the actions of some. They understood that they were fighting back against someone that was trying to wipe them out. Of course they're going to fight back. Like, it would be silly of them not to. Why would you stand there and allow someone to wipe you out and massacre your people? You're not going to do that. You're going to rise up and you're going to use violence against them in turn if it's the only method that you have available to you. So I can't hate Scar, because I kind of understand where he's coming from. But I do want to know why he killed Winry's parents and what it was that drove him to do it. It doesn't look like he was in his right mind. But it's interesting that there are Ishvalans that have survived, that are living in the ruins of Xerxes and are trying to establish a new home for themselves. But they're still wanting to go back to the land that was theirs, that was taken from them. They want to go home. So they want to use Ed as a bargaining tool, but it's not going to work. Again, I understand where they're saying it took the death of a single Ishvalan child for civil war to spark. You're never going to know what's going to be the catalyst for an historical event. That sentence tripped me up so many times. I had to cut like 5 attempts of trying to say that. It was really embarrassing. It's a really good demonstration of judging someone by their actions rather than from where they're from. It's not a good determinator as to the value of a person. Just because they come from somewhere that you view as the enemy doesn't mean they actually are. We know that Winry's parents genuinely cared for the Ishvalans. They chose to stay with them and to help them and to heal them rather than participate in what so many were doing, which was their extermination. They were trying to make a difference in this world, and unfortunately, they also died trying to make that difference. And some people could maybe argue that their kindness got them killed, but I still think it's a really good message that we need to be more accepting and understanding of others and their cultures, and look at what makes us similar rather than emphasizing what makes us different. That we need to judge based on actions rather than someone's background. We need to look at the way in which people show themselves to us rather than saying that somebody isn't worthy of respect because they're from a different religious background to us, or from a different ethnicity, or from a different sexuality. It's about looking at the person inside and judging who they are based on their actions. I just love this show. I'm so glad Maria's alive. I knew she wasn't dead. I knew that there was something deeper to it, that she had to be hiding out somewhere because it was just so out of character for Roy. So I'm over the moon that she is alive, and I'm sad that she's having to go to Zing, that she's not going to be able to be reunited with her family and her friends, but that doesn't mean that she can't return. They just need to clear her name. It's too risky for her to go back, but she will hopefully one day be able to return to her parents and let them know that she is alive and well. But I'm glad that she got to be alive and she's not burned to a crisp, and she's going to hide out until it's safe, or until Roy needs her, until the time is right. But when they're saying they're going to lure out the string puller, is that gluttony? I thought at first maybe envy, because envy is the one that's kind of been manipulating things, but maybe it's gluttony that's been pulling the most recent strings, because he's kind of disappeared. So he's been up to something and now he's just showed up, and it's like, okay, maybe he's who they're attempting to lure out. Oh, I love this show. It's getting so intense. There's so much depth and mystery to it. It seems to be like every time you know the direction, it shifts and you're like, oh God, now there's another mystery that's sucking me in to watch the next episode because I want to know what happens next. And I just want to know what happens to every single character, because every character is written so well. They're so dynamic. They're so interesting. And I could rant and rave all day about how well written this show is. It is phenomenal. The animation, the music, the character design, each one has a distinct personality. Each one has likes and dislikes. They're all well fleshed out. Even little side characters that we only see every now and again have fleshed out stories and have a background to them. They're not just there for the sake of it, which I love. If you enjoyed this react, please consider liking, subscribing, and leaving a comment below to help boost this video into the algorithm. And until next episode, bye.